Okay, so Black Clover chapter 302, let's get into this review. If you could leave a like on your way in, I greatly appreciate it, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, there's a lot to unpack here, but if you remember when we left off, Noelle had activated her same stage Valkyrie mode, and she went into the battle. She leaves Lola Petrica with Asta, and she goes in. She says that she doesn't have enough energy left to take on the army by herself, so of course she's gonna need help from Rill and Charlotte. Rill doesn't hesitate to bust out a new magic spell, Lord of Valhalla. So it's pretty cool. He conjures up a Thor-like figure. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta say, Rill's magic is really coming in clutch here. Charlotte also whips out a new spell of her own. She uses true briar magic, scarlet-braided beautiful battle spear, and they're straight up pummeling those soldiers with their magic. But of course, megicula isn't gonna back down so easy. She, pumps up the soldiers with a little more magic, and they get a little bigger, a little more scarier, and and surprisingly, before those monsters, they get to Noelle, someone comes into the rescue, and it's Luck. And I gotta say, this feat right here is insane. You gotta keep in mind that Noelle was flying into the battle, and Luck literally blitzed past her, and then was able to attack the monster in front of her before it got to her, like as she was flying. Like, that's an insane amount of speed, like Jesus. Nothing that caught me by surprise is the fact that Gaja is actually not dead. She rises up to pull off another spell, and I gotta say, this panel right here with both Luck and Gaja, the two lightning magic users, is insanely epic. Both of them working together, and they just straight up obliterate the battlefield. It's raining down lightning bolts, and they shoot a dang blast. It's like some crazy cataclysm. And I think that Gaja's he's pretty much on his deathbed, but I think Twilight of Valhalla must have been the reason he's not dead yet, though, because it seems that he has a straight up hole in his chest, but he's still moving and using his magic. So it's yeah, the Twilight of Valhalla must have definitely affected him too. So unfortunately, I don't know if that's gonna keep him alive after it's deactivated, but we're gonna have to see. Definitely an impressive feat though, and they even got megicula with that attack. Noelle of course uses this opportunity to get an attack on her with her Saint stage abilities. She tries to get her with her sword, but unfortunately she has a cursed barrier protecting her. Seeing as though megicula has her traps, and she's gonna use that as an advantage to get her while she's stunned in a way or immobilized. It seems as though that she's done for, but Nozel comes in for the rescue, which is actually pretty epic in itself because, the whole family dynamic, getting that vengeance for their mother. It's pretty cool. It makes sense that they're the one to, defeat megicula, or, well, I guess she's technically not materialized in the world, so I guess in that instance, but maybe she comes back somehow or something, I was pretty surprised that, more people are getting into the battlefield just now, but it makes sense though, because Asta got there, which I'm actually confused at why he got there first, but everybody maneuvering through the Spade Kingdom, they're getting to the battlefields and able to fit in where they can. But yeah, I am pretty confused at why Luck didn't get there before Asta. That's still kind of confusing to me. How did Asta get there first when Luck is far faster? He's faster than anybody. He should have been there before or anything bad even happened. But yeah, this is one of the more shorter chapters, but it of course had some really good artwork, and it's really good depth in this one. It was really amazing to see all of them work together like that. It's one by one they came in and then kind of fixed together. It was kind of if you think about it, it's kind of duos to duos, because it was Charlotte and Rill in the background supporting Noelle, and then you have Gaja and Luck to pummel through the army and the soldiers, and then at the end you got Noelle and Nozel finally making the final attacks on megicula at the very end. That's pretty cool how they set it up to the duo kind of, that was pretty interesting dynamics to me. Now what I'm curious as to see is if this was a successful attempt at defeating megicula, because it's technically she's not fully materialized onto the world, so if they defeat her here, that is good though, but but still they might have to fight her again at her fully awakened state. That's of course if the gates of the qliphoth open, but I'm still wondering if that was enough to defeat her even in her unawakened state, because she has her ways of manipulating magic and doing, and kind of going under the radar doing these things. So maybe even Nozel doing that, or maybe didn't even defeat her, but we'll see, Alright, well, that was definitely a pretty wild chapter. It was definitely really fast paced. Well, if you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around. If you could leave a like on the video, I greatly appreciate that. If you enjoy my Black Clover content, consider subscribing for more. Hit that notification bell as well, because it'll keep you in the loop. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.